When I push it in.
Man, I'm missing the drop on that on TikTok.
Guys are trying
You even need to try that. I need you to hop on that mic
She
and try that
said,
tonight.
"Aye." They even catch it on the If I try that today, I'll flop. Hey, snaps. They even make me a meme.
meme still.
They even make me a meme.
They'll blow on TikTok though.
Yeah, free man today. Trio. UTL, we're back. Another episode. Hey, let me even put my hood down, looking like a riff-raff. We're back. UTL with the man them trio today. Starting 3. What's the man them say? Man, I'm looking slumped. I dragged them after a night out.
Recess, man. Chai, we didn't get home till 5 a.m, guys.
So, bro, when did you get home?
I got home like 2 to be fair.
Bro, someone crashed on the M-way.
That was after our cuts.
Guys were just there. I needed to piss. I was holding in my piss like this one. Yo. Dark,
bro.
But anyway, man, last day of the season, football talk, man. Let's get straight into it. We're gonna announce the lineup for today. On the right, he might have to even change his intro.
Right wing today, the darkest week for my club in probably history, bro. But win, lose or draw, Amorim in.
Still
Trust me with my life, man. David again, really know.
You don't believe that.
You don't even believe that.
I said, bro.
You
He's
trust
not the problem.
Amorim.
Yes, he's not
You
the
don't
problem.
believe that.
It's not.
We'll get into that. We'll get into
We'll
that.
get into that.
On the left side, though.
It's your boy Jay. Unfortunately for him, that's his darkest week. For me, it's the best week. My 2 teams won. Come on, you Spurs, and up the red man.
Guys, sports.
He's a Spurs fan,
bro. He just hates on anyone. Anyone that's Arsenal's hater, he loves.
Spurs, come on, Ange, mate. Come on.
In the middle, Denzel, FV, you already know, controlling the tempo. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. TikTok's going off. Make sure you follow that as well. Just getting on to us for our takes and all of that.
Bro, you guys. At recess like yesterday, someone came up to David and said, "Bro, Michael Dawson will be the best player at our set."
That's mad, you know.
So guys, you're doing a good job. You're making us go viral, bro. So keep it up, bro.
Aye.
Man, them are recognizing us for our BS takes. If we make BS takes, man, then call us out, bro.
All I'm gonna say is pros have come sesh before, yeah. I'm not even pros have come sesh in the last 2 weeks, and I think he only bagged once, innit?
Who? Named it.
So bring Michael Dawson. That's a flipping. I should never even.
No, I'm accepting the challenge. Bring Michael Dawson. Bring an expert to the sesh. Let's see. Let's see this over the legs.
But anyway, every week we do a test your touch. I literally made it as we were speaking at the start.
Of course.
Relates to Europa League. Since it's been a dark week for you,
Bro.
And we're actually going to talk about that later. Question relates to Europa League. I'm going to tell you the year, and you tell me who won the Europa League that season. We're going to go from recently to all the way back to 2010. So it's not even time. Make sure you try this at home. I got it up here.
This is dark.
It shouldn't be. You lot should know this. Shouldn't be too hard still. Alright, cool. So obviously Tottenham just won it. Season before, 2024.
Not 2024.
Sevilla.
Nah.
Roma.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
No, they lost in the
You even should know.
Frankfurt.
You even should know this one. What do you mean?
Oh, Atalanta.
Yes,
Atalanta,
fam.
yeah.
Lookman was going crazy.
Yeah,
Chai.
yeah.
Okay, season before, 2023.
Frankfurt.
Nah.
Sevilla.
Correct.
Sevilla,
Yeah.
then
Frankfurt, correct.
Yeah, beat
Wait,
Rangers.
which Frankfurt one?
Beat Rangers on penalties.
Oh, who did they have?
Jeremie scored. Frankfurt had like Luka Jovic. That was before he
Oh,
moved.
yeah,
That was before he
yeah.
moved.
No, that was recent. Frankfurt, Luka Jovic, that was like 5-6
No, this
years
is
ago.
2022.
Yeah, Luka Jovic
So who
was
they
time
have?
ago. I'm trying to think.
Oh, they had.
I think
what's his
Kamada
name?
They had
was still
some
there.
good players.
Glasner.
Yeah,
Glasner
Kamada
was
was
their
there.
coach.
Oh, Glasner, yeah.
Kamada was
don't
there.
know who their players
Kostic.
were.
That winger.
Kostic.
Kostic.
Where's he now? Juventus.
Juventus, yeah. Juventus.
That team wasn't bad still. Who was the centre back? That's why they had black centre back. No, they had. Oh, I can't remember,
I
bro.
don't even know.
I can't remember.
That Indica you played for them. That was that Roma.
I can't remember. 2021.
Villarreal.
Correct. Who did they beat? United.
United,
Pen-
Get out! Get out! Man United, get out!
Alberto Moreno, get out!
The hair was the hair playing there.
He let in 11 penalties, bro.
You know?
He let in 11 pens in the shootout.
11 pens.
Are you crazy?
I was even stumping like my ankle ain't even sprayed. Chatting did the murder boy one.
John Cena.
2020.
We lost Sevilla, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sevilla.
I can't remember.
We
that
lost
one.
in the semis because they did it again after COVID.
Sevilla.
It was
Were
dark.
we in the Europa League that season?
No,
No.
I don't think you had Euro. Did you have Euro that
You
year?
were 8th. I think you finished 8th.
One of them was there though.
I don't think you had Euro that year, bro.
The year Villarreal won, 2021.
Oh, was there that
Yeah,
season?
you lost to them in the semi-final.
No way they went on. No, but how did? No way.
we lost to them in the final.
You lost to them in the
Was
semi-final.
it that one?
Yes, that's the Emery one, bro.
I don't remember
Nah, it's
them
not-
being
it's
in Europe at
Armando
that time.
Arteta.
so-
It might, no, that's Arteta's one. Yes.
Nah, there was one when Ceballos done BS, fam. There was one. It was in Villarreal, 2019.
Oh, 19. Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea.
That was when they smoked you lot.
Yeah.
Baku.
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 Everyone knows Baku just because of that, you know.
Giroud and Hazard.
Giroud first scored.
Hazard last game for Chelsea.
Dog.
Hazard.
It will be played. I remember.
Ozil played. They were getting
I
on
don't know what's worse. United this week or Arsenal that week still, because you don't need a champions.
Arsenal
that
got packed in. They
No,
got
definitely.
They got
Wait,
sucked
is he
in.
fried? What do you mean? Which one's worse?
You got packed in by your rivals,
Bro, you
bro.
finished 16th or 17th and no trophy, bro.
Nah,
This
but
one
you
was
lot went to the
definitely worse.
final and you lot got
No, but this was
You
definitely
got
worse.
packed by a
you lot
rival
got
though,
packed.
Yeah, I know. The actual final itself.
and
is
they already
worse.
had chances.
You
You
lot
needed
got
to win.
Tottenham.
Anyway,
Tottenham. You lot gave Tottenham their first trophy in God knows how. Anyway, we'll
it's
get
a
into
debate
that.
still.
2018.
Atletico.
Chat, this guy's memory is mad.
Yeah.
Who's
They
that?
pumped you lot in the semis. I remember.
Griezmann. Chat, Diego Costa. Griezmann.
Diego Costa.
Fuck, that's at the Emirates. 2017.
United.
Yeah.
Praise God.
Who was there? Zlatan and them, man.
Zlatan.
Yeah,
Eric
Pogba scored in
Bailly.
the final.
2016.
Sevilla.
2015.
Oh God, now I'm cooked.
Sevilla.
Yeah. 2014.
Sevilla.
Yeah.
What?
2013. Yeah, they went
One of
three.
3 years in a row.
Emery, I swear.
Yeah.
13 was it not? Was it Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah. it was.
Ivanovic.
Beat Benfica.
Yeah.
Beat
Hey, they have
Benfica.
Benfica players. Them. I said that
Oscar
Cardozo.
Cardozo.
Cardozo. Long shot chick.
And that ball center
How
back,
shot
Louis Sau. That ball
Louis
center
Sau.
back, Louis
Louis
Sau.
Sau.
Brazilian.
Louis Sau, that old man. That was like 40.
Louis Zhao.
Louis
Oh,
Zhao.
man, dude.
Crazy.
And who else did they have?
Young David Luiz was there, I think.
Nolito.
Joined
I never had
Chelsea.
Nolito.
No, not
No, they had like, it was before time, they had like Pablo Aimar.
Jonas, so that
Aymar.
Brazilian guy.
Jonas.
Jonas,
Oh, my days.
Rafa. Oh my God. Rafa. Oh my lord.
Crazy
Rafa.
names.
Yo.
That man, Benfica. Hey. And then, what did I just say?
2012 is next.
Yeah.
2012.
It's not Atletico.
Yeah. That's Falcao. no?
Falcao, yeah.
Falcao, yeah.
That's what Falcao was. Yo.
Yeah.
Falcao was
Kia.
El Tigre.
Kia.
Him and Forlan.
Yeah.
2011.
Is this a low key team?
This is when we're getting into. I don't know if
I got nothing.
deep it. Alright, cool. Think around that time who the bad boy strikers were. Around that time, the attackers.
2011.
A bit more low key team, innit?
I think there's I think Shakhtar.
Yeah, they won it, but in 2009.
Okay.
It's when this team, they had the I don't know if this front three won it, but they had the brazy like attack. But they had a few players, FIFA and that.
Porto.
Yeah. That's it.
Jackson Martinez.
No, it wasn't that time.
Was it before that? Was Falcao still
I think
there?
this was the. Is
I
this
don't
on the
know.
Falcao one?
I don't know when
Oh,
Falcao
that
was
might be
still
That's
there.
not the Falcao one. It might be
Oh,
Falcao.
yeah, I think that's the Falcao one. The James Rodriguez one.
Hulk.
Hulk.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Is it that one? Or was it
I think it's that one.
I have no idea when Falcao
Freddie-
left.
So what? Falcao won it back to back? I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no recollection.
I can't remember. They had
Maybe
Freddie Guarin.
because after
Freddie
Aguero left.
Guarin.
Freddie
That guy
Guarin.
crashed it from 40 yards, bro.
And then 2010 was Atletico. That's
Atletico.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Big
Aguero,
teams.
Forlan, and them, man.
You have some big teams in there still.
I don't even know how you remember the
Tottenham
Shakhtar
might
one.
be-
Shakhtar Zenit.
I just remember that one.
Isn't it, you know?
Tottenham won it in 1990, fam.
Carlisle,
the
Tottenham,
last
Ange.
Yeah, I like chat to me about that though. So cool.
He backed up his chat, bro.
Tottenham win Europa League. Their first title that a lot of people have seen in their lifetime, unless they're old enough to have seen that Carling Cup one.
Yeah.
Because I don't even remember who was in that team. Was that Robbie Keane and that?
Zero recollection, bro.
What? That when the Carling Cup?
Yeah,
Robbie Keane,
2007.
JD,
Pavage,
no.
Pavage.
Ledley King, Michael Dawson would have been there.
Woodgate.
Jonathan Woodgate.
Who's that
Asu
left back?
Okoto.
So Koto, bro.
Yeah,
Choluka.
Chimbonda, Choluka. That's what you'd have seen. Tom Huddleston. You'd have seen all them, man.
Bloody hell.
Damn.
Cranja, maybe. I don't
Nico
know.
Cranshaw, bro.
Chat talking about media.
Nah, man. I'm happy for them still.
Why?
Because the media cook and you know.
Yeah.
They actually cook him every
Am
week,
I right?
fam.
So though,
Yeah.
how can you finish? How can you have 21 loss? Nah, no. Actually, you know what? No way, fam. 21 losses. You deserve to get all the cookings, bro.
The cookers have been warranted, in it, but it's nice that he can clap.
Especially when he actually at the start of the season he used to chat. He used to do the talking thing.
But he backed up his chat though. Guy said, I always win. I win things in my second season, bro. And he won, G.
Yeah, it's nuts.
He backed up. That's bigger than anything Arteta has done at Arsenal in his tenure.
Ooh,
That's actually bigger than anything Arteta's done in his tenure.
uncomfortable.
But yes,
wait,
I hear that.
let me think.
It is.
Let me
Arteta's only
think.
won the FA Cup.
So
bro.
wait, we all finishing.
Arteta's
we'll
only won the
finish
FA
it.
Cup. Only won the FA Cup.
Yeah,
Only won the
and
FA Cup.
community
So,
shield.
okay, you know, if it was anything Arteta has done, he's brought us to the Champions League semi-final. He's put us in 2-3 title races.
Okay, now let me ask you something.
He's won us the FA Cup. He's brought us back in the Champions League comfortably. Made us back a serious team again. Is it better than anything Arteta's really? If you really and truly,
Yeah, it is because there's no trophy for finishing second.
So
There's
you-
no
do you
trophy
think-
for getting to the
do you
UCL
think Arsenal fans will
semi-final.
stop what Ange's done for Tottenham for Arteta's done for Arsenal?
definitely.
I don't think so.
Potentially,
Some will.
'cause that's a European trophy.
I don't
bro.
think I would.
Some will.
We're actually a serious team. They're still not a serious team, even with their Europa League.
But that Champions League is massive.
Yeah,
bro.
and this sets them up for next
Yeah,
season
definitely. But
well.
they're getting packed in that Champions League, 100%.
We'll see.
And they're getting grouped.
They'll invest.
But
They'll
they-
invest and stuff.
They're going
we'll
round
see.
of 16. That's the furthest they can go.
Tottenham are not fully fit. They're not a terrible team, bro.
They're
Fully
definitely
fit in
not.
the Champions League.
They're definitely not.
I think they can not compete, but you know, I think round of 16 is probably their.
They'll have to
ceiling,
add. They'll
They're not
obviously have
bad.
to add in that,
They
but
need to add a lot.
I don't say. I wouldn't say it's a lot. They got a good first 11.
Guys like Pedro Porro,
Yeah.
they're getting smoked in the UCL.
I don't think so. They've played in the UCL before for Tottenham, and they've
Who?
been okay. Pedro Porro and that.
Yeah, with Conte.
Have
and
they?
Conte, yeah,
Conte.
bro. When
he
Conte
first
was
came
there
in.
in the UCL,
I don't know about this.
I think they got a good 11. But they
Even
need to
with
add
Son,
depth.
with Son not rising and that.
Yeah, he's come to the end of his tenure.
Solanke will be there for the first time.
If they invest in like buy the right profiles and recruit well, then I think they can actually
He
know,
invested.
Guys like Basuma, they're not good enough.
hold their own.
Basuma's
Basuma's
ass,
not
man.
bad.
He's not
He's
bad.
ass,
Papa,
he's
that's
ass.
Again, he's like
so for that level though.
Basuma's hot and cold, like
Basuma's
bro.
ass, bro.
He's a worst party. Like when he's good,
Worst
he's half
party.
decent. He's half decent when he's good. When he's bad, he's honking.
Basuma is ass cheeks, man. there's no spilling it. Whether he's
Bentancur.
good, he's not. Bentancur's the only survivable midfielder. The rest of them,
I think
ass.
I think
Now Madison. No,
Again,
don't do that for Madison.
It's not ass, but he's okay.
But
the
he's
rest of
good.
them, I don't know about good.
I don't know about good.
Because Kulusevski.
Madison's not good.
Kulusevski.
Madison might even be borderline very good, fam.
No.
I don't think you can do
Madison.
anything. If he's your best player, you're not doing anything serious.
That is a buzz on Madison, bro.
Madison's good, bro,
I think
but I
he's
don't
good.
see him getting into the England setup anytime
Bro,
soon either.
forget that.
So, Madison is just okay.
That's
Yeah, he's
another
okay.
talking point in a bit though. But talk about Tottenham, cool. As you're saying, Ange, you think he should stay or go
He
off?
should stay still now.
Yeah.
Should stay.
You can't go after
When
that.
I look
Cool.
at all the great managers they've had, Conte, all these man, they've not been able to bring success to Tottenham. This guy has brought success to Tottenham.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, he brought success to Tottenham. So I feel like this trophy has bought him at least one more season.
Yes.
At least. Amorim, on the other hand, well, that's out for the jury. But for Ange, I think the media now, because now the media can't chat to him now.
100%.
How do you chat to a man that said I normally win things in my second season?
No, but
and
the
he
media
won,
loved
though?
him though. They loved him until he started just losing bad games and that.
Yeah, that's
And more times, even the fans that were on him as well. The fans were on him.
A big up Ange, bro. He changed his tactics as well that final, bro. Man scored and sat. Man scored and just said, "That's it, bro. I'm not losing, bro." Man played 11. That's why it was a crappy game of football. You could tell it was a very scrappy game of
He
football.
brought Kevin Denzel in like 78.
Yeah, bro.
'cause he
Went to
knew
a 5
there's
at the
no-
back.
Took off. What was it, Johnson?
Yeah,
Brennan.
it was a very scrappy game because you can see both teams are nervous. Both teams know their season is on the line.
That goal was so.
Sham.
Onana needs to get arrested.
I don't even blame Onana though.
They
like,
be a
What do
black
you mean you don't blame
goalkeeper.
Onana?
They be a
Bro,
black
we have-
goalkeeper.
we have 5 defenders, 3 centre backs, and we don't defend the box properly. Luke Shaw not defending the back post. Dorgu, you're not tracking.
Luke Shaw.
Maguire, like, what is that?
Luke Shaw being at Man United in
Luke
2025 is a crime.
Littler.
Luke Littler. Luke Littler. Yeah. Just give me the green light, child.
Calling Luke Shaw look
I'm ready
rude,
to go,
man.
child. Yeah, Luke Shaw got a goal still.
Yeah.
He
Hey,
got a goal still.
man, you.
There's
David, how
too
you
many
feeling?
men.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. Because, bro, I'll be real. Every week. I told you. Last week, I told you.
Amorim in. Chai.
I thought you know what win, didn't it? I don't think you'll let Tottenham win, bro.
You know it is, but listen. Anyone going into that final, seeing Tottenham's fully fit back 5, that automatically put us up against it because they're a better team than us.
They had
Especially
no
when
Kulu. They had no Bergvall.
Even without
They had
them,
no,
they're still better than
Tom was
us.
on the bench.
They had no Madison.
They're still better than us. Without Kulu and Madders, they're still better than our team, bro. We had flipping Casemiro starting, which again he shouldn't still be at the club.
So he played
We
alright.
had, he was alright to be fair. No, what I'm saying is that the levels that he wouldn't get into their midfield. Casemiro wouldn't start for Spurs.
I think you would.
The lineup was just
Better than Basuma,
the
Bentancur,
lineup was just
Sarr right now
wrong.
at 33, 34, whatever, however old he is. Flipping Maguire. I like Maguire,
Ooh,
but
do
again,
you know what we should talk? Okay, let's just finish.
no, just again like the way we stack up on paper to Spurs. Spurs on paper are just better than us in almost every section of the pitch. So we was always
You
we
agree
was
with
always
that?
up against it.
I to an extent, yeah, but
Better
Man U-
than
not every department I'd say, but the lineup was wrong, bro. I saw the lineup. Amorim was wrong, bro. Just wrong.
G-Man.
What the hell did Mason Mount do to deserve a start, bro?
So he scored in the other
He scored
round.
he scored 2 in the semi-final. I think Amorim just lacks him a lot in it, but he just can't stay fit. And
Yeah,
I
man,
wouldn't
just
have played
love
Mount.
There must be something that he does then.
Garnacho didn't play, and funnily enough,
How do you feel about his reaction then?
Well, I can
Garnacho?
understand it, bro. He came on and he
It's
came.
what do you mean you understand? It's unacceptable, bro.
I can understand the reaction.
Garnacho's been mocking it the past 2 months, especially. He's been missing open goals, 1v1s. He's not squaring the ball. He's not doing things properly. He'll pop up with a worldie every now and then. So we'll be like, oh, okay, he's got ability. Let's play him. Bro, he hasn't been good enough, and he did not deserve to start that game. So to come out and say, oh, I feel hard done by. I feel like I should have started. I've been playing all season. No, you haven't. The only reason you've been playing is because you're the only guy we've got, bruv. Mason's been injured, so he's only been playing on the fact that we've had no players available.
I just think Garnacho came on and Man U actually looked like scoring a goal.
He did change the game. I wouldn't admit that.
But and that's and I feel like that's the difference between.
But that maybe that's the
top
super sub
managers,
guy, innit?
the top managers, bro. You just play the best. But it's a final.
No, but Garnacho is not hands down the best guy to
Yeah.
start.
But out of all the options they had to start, bro, he should have
It
started.
was him or Mount, so you would have started him over Mount.
100%. I would.
I wouldn't have done that.
But what about the reaction though?
Yeah,
That's
the
what-
reaction is.
What
a
do you
bit,
think?
The reaction is a bit brazy. He's throwing the toys at the pram, innit? Like,
It's
he's throwing his
unacceptable.
toys at the pram, but. Listen,
How come I say
we've
that,
done it
though?
before, bro.
How come
Whatever
I
level
say
you
that?
play, we've done it before, innit?
Nah, man. When you play for United, you know you can't get away with that. I remember it said next day, bro. I remember it said dip, bro.
Find another
Next
club.
day.
Yeah, dark, bro. He's
How
not
can you
even
say,
in the squad. He's not even in the squad for today's
I don't
game.
know. What did he even say, fam?
Bro, he was like, I don't know
I
why
played
I'm not
well.
starting.
I played all games. I helped the team all the way to the final. Then when I get to the final, I only play 15 minutes. Why? I don't know. Now let's just wait for next season and see what it brings. He said we've had a crap season. That's what he said. That's crazy.
Can find a new club. I don't know what top
Nah,
club is gonna
when
take
he
him.
wherever he goes, he's gonna ball out though.
He'll probably do
If
better.
it's not
Yeah,
Chelsea,
bro, that's
If it's not Chelsea.
as we've seen with United, we've got flipping McTominay winning MVP.
I hear it though.
So
It's good. It's good. United are doing this though. It's good they're doing it like this because it sets an example.
Nah, but why, bro? And how many man do you have to throw out? Rashford or Nacho?
Yeah, but it sets an example
Yeah.
though.
But they're not
that-
getting
the
no one
attitude-
in that.
yeah, we're not replacing him to be fair,
Nah,
but the
it
attitude and
sets an
character.
example though, because bro, like, let's not act like Garnacho's done this before, and they've club have warned him about it, bro. So it just doesn't look good, bro. And Rashford has done this before as well, G.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so it's a thing where it's like, broski, you're ruining the vibe for you've
change
lost the
room.
team, you've lost the final, yeah, cool. The last thing the team needs to hear is you saying that and being bare, because it's
Nah,
coming across
isn't
as
it?
bare selfish,
All
bro.
about him for real.
It's just about, bro. Well, to be honest, I don't give a toss about the team. I just care about me and how many minutes I play.
Yeah, man. He needs to just
So that
relax,
disrupts
innit?
the team. And Amorim is saying, well, bro, man can't have that, bro. I can't have a guy who, because I don't pick him, is gonna sulk and complain. That's gonna upset everyone else in the team and that. So
You have to channel your
to get rid of
emotions the
him.
right way. Still, to be a top pro, you have to channel because now clubs are gonna look at that thing, bro.
How are we gonna take him?
What kind of? But what I did want to talk about is every week I hear, there's a blonde hair Norwegian guy in my team, yeah. That every time he don't show up, they're on him. They're on him. They're on him.
Let them know.
Final comes now, probably the biggest game. You said biggest game in a long
15
time for
years,
you,
yeah.
and he didn't show up. So what do you want to say? I want to hear it from Jay first.
Nah, he bro.
Let's talk about it. No, let's actually talk about it.
Oh my.
Let's
gosh,
actually
bro.
talk about it. I think that's what stat. I think he lost the ball 27 times.
Let's break it down.
What's
yeah.
it, bro?
Bruno was he was very bad. He was very, very bad. However, I still feel like his team didn't help him out. Still, the only player from my problem is the onus is on Bruno to do too much.
That's my problem with
Yeah,
Odegaard.
Odegaard as well.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not the same, but like
It's not the same. It can never be the same because
Why?
Odegaard has Saka. He has Havertz there. He has Rice now, even chipping in and scoring and creating. Bruno doesn't have that. For all the good work Ahmad did in the first half, he created nothing.
Oh, Ahmad's another
He
one.
just
as well.
dribbled, but he did
Ahmad.
nothing.
Is Ahmad what the man that think Ahmad
No,
is?
he's not. And this uncle right here, guys, this uncle in the group chat said, man, you should build a team around
I
Ahmad.
didn't say that. I literally said
Maybe we
opposite.
should get this water and throw it in his face. He'll wake up from recess land because he's high. He said, build a team around Ahmad. Police officer Ahmad Diallo.
I did not say this stuff.
Hell no. Build the team around Ahmad.
Nah, I don't think he's. I don't.
A lot of man,
listen.
okay, Johnny, a lot of Man United fans think that though.
Yeah, a lot of United fans.
What?
They do though.
Yeah, for United fans think that. I don't think that. I don't think.
If
personally.
Ahmad-
Why don't you think that?
I just don't think he's, of that level. If I look at the top 6 Premier League teams, I'm trying to think what team does Ahmad start for currently.
Ahmad
Newcastle.
had good form. He had good form.
Yeah,
And that's it. But at best, if Ahmad wants to stay in this Man United team, his best shot at making his team is going to be from right wing back. That is the truth.
Yeah, in this system.
Whether you like it or not, he's going to be a right wing back. He's going to turn into Jeremie Frimpong. So whether you like it or not, that's Ahmad's destiny, bro.
Nah, is it not right 10?
Jeremy Frimpong.
Is it not right? When is it
No,
It's not
right
right 10.
10. He's not right 10, bro.
Yeah.
He did all that work in the first half. Yeah, he was good on the ball. He was beating his man. Crosses, nothing. Assists, nothing. Shots, nothing. So what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
If Bruno Fernandes is not shooting or he's not making the final third pass, the attackers are not doing nothing. Right. And that's the point I'm making. When Bruno plays well, the team plays well. When Bruno plays bad, the team plays bad. But that's because no one else. Look at Højlund, 800-meter runner.
He's
He's an Olympian. He's even an Olympian.
He's the worst.
He's just doing 5K and 10K on the pitch. He did nothing.
Xerxes was alright, to be fair.
He tried when he came on.
But that's Xerxes. That's what you bring it down.
Yeah, bring it down set. That's what I hate about when
He'll be
people
on-
say, "Oh, I like Xerxes. I think Xerxes is good," or "I think, we can actually he can be of use, bro." Like, you can't just link up and go home. He's meant to be a striker,
He'll
bro.
be brazy. 1v1 training, he'll be brazy. Just set. 1v1, he'll be the
Jarring.
guy. His clips will be cold.
He's jarring.
But you know, Xerxes' thing is that, like, bro, Højlund is too easy to mark, bro. When he comes deep to set it, Højlund has to take 5 touches before he can gather it and
The
set
maddest
it.
thing is, I remember, was it his debut when it was against Gabriel and he was making Gabriel what? And everyone thought, was it his debut? I don't know if it was his debut.
Yeah, it was his debut, bro.
And everyone
Yes.
thought, yo.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's a physical guy, bro.
And he does
Højlund's
like
a
to run in
physical
behind.
guy and he'll do the running behind thing. But that's not enough. When you're the guys against Van der Ven and guys who are quick like that, bro, that's useless. Xerxes who will drop in, because guess what? Romero and Van der Ven don't want to come out and drop in. And then if they do that, then it allows your 210s, Bruno and whoever, to run in behind and do that.
Euro was good
So
as well.
Amorim is like, bro, yes, the system is good. I think the system will work, but there's a lot of before they even talk about selling Bruno Fernandes, there's 10 players before they should sell, before they even sell about Bruno Fernandes.
But the selling Bruno wouldn't be because of him being bad or good or whatever. It would
It's
just be
finances
because
at this point.
finances
Like,
and-
we
But they
can't
can
turn
get that
down.
from
Getting the
other
value.
guys, though.
We'd have to sell 5 people.
We're
to get
signing.
the Bruno.
Can't sell
Johnny
everyone.
Evans is an employee of Manchester United Football Club. Johnny Evans, bro. Like, what are we doing? Victor Lindelof is still here.
He's cutting. He's leaving. To be fair.
He's been here since Mourinho, bro. He's had Mourinho, Ranier,
Mourinho?
Oli. Yes.
Mourinho, boy.
Lindelof has been here for
Lindelof.
too long.
It's 8 years.
They've got guys here that have been here for too long. They need to move on, bro. Luke Shaw, he needs to get moved on.
And there's guys that are always linked to with moves away every single window
They stay.
and end up staying, and they have a little patch of like 3-4 games do well. People think, oh, we actually
Bruno-
need to
New contract.
keep him.
Bruno
That's how
suffers. It's actually, Man United this season have actually been Bruno FC.
So what was if Amorim's thing don't work out? Now you've got Bearman suited for a 3-4. Is it 3-4-3
3-4-3. Yeah.
system? And how do you even go back to? You're just gonna have bare wing backs, hardly any wingers.
The only
Because
problem...
you're selling Garnacho. So when you sell Garnacho, now how many wingers do you even have left?
Ahmad will be
The
left. If
only-
we sell Rashford, will be Ahmad. Obviously, Anthony's coming back, looking to sell him. Sancho's coming back, probably going to sell him.
Yeah, those guys are going to have to go. Those guys are all going to have
So
to
we'll
go.
have one winger.
No wingers,
Yeah,
fam.
they're all going to have to go.
Gonna start playing Mazraoui.
My only problem with Amorim that I have is that, bro, I don't see him improving guys, and that's a worry. That's the biggest worry I have. Because you're not going to be able to spend 500 million and overturn the squad in one market. So you have to... I see Slot, Arteta and these guys, yeah, they've signed players and that, but they also improved players. Look at Xhaka. Everyone thought when Arteta came in, Xhaka would be one of the first guys to go. Arteta improved him and he played at such a good level, they didn't need to replace him for the next 2-3 years, bro.
Wait, did ETH, did Ten Hag improve anyone?
Absolutely not.
Well,
No one.
Nobody. I'm trying to think.
Or
Absolutely
did he
not.
get anyone playing their best football?
he had
Only that
playing his
Rashi
best
purple
football.
patch. Outside of that,
He had Garnacho playing his best football. Man, you were actually Man, you were threatening when ETH was there.
You know, he's better than Amorim.
Why?
But he,
It's,
but
bro, it was harder to-
Amorim's had
It's
obviously
it was harder to play. Actually, they're both two bums.
nah,
Yeah.
Two bums.
Ten Hag was good, but he Ten Hag was good, but he
Two
just
cheeks on the same ass.
Ten Hag was good, but he just abandoned his idea quickly, man.
But Amorim, you know what it is? Again, Amorim's literally got a bag of players that are obsolete in the system, bro. We don't have any wing back. Mazraoui can't do it. Shaw's barely a wing back. Dorgu's learning. He's young. Even our defenders, bro. Like they're not comfortable.
goodness,
Our defenders are not comfortable stepping out with the ball.
No, I don't want to hear this. What about you? Don't rate him.
Nah, I rate him, but he's not a
No,
wing
because
back.
when I told you this, I told
Who?
Mandem this about Dallo. He's not that
Oh,
great.
I'm not.
He's
no.
decent.
I'm out on that.
Guy can't cross though.
He's
Nah,
decent. He's
guy
just
can't
decent.
He's
full
okay,
stop.
yeah, he's a decent-
I know he's a better
decent.
right back than him, and he's got player of the year at West Ham, bro.
Dark. I don't know about better. They're like this because what Wan-Bissaka can't do, Dallo can do. What Dallo can't do,
Fairs.
Wan-Bissaka can do.
Fairs.
So
Fairs.
yeah, man.
That's United, man.
It's dark, man. Cunha coming soon.
Oh,
Who
what do you think
knows?
about that?
Of course, we need that, bro. We need a player like that. Someone that can actually take the ball, run with it,
That's what
go
I'm saying.
past
That's
players.
what me and Jay were arguing about.
Difference
yesterday.
maker.
I don't know why a guy still joined this team, bro.
Because it's Man United,
It
bro.
doesn't matter,
Bro,
bro.
United- United-
When was the last time Man United were Man United, though?
Bro,
It's
United are
like,
Laurie
bro,
Harvey, bro.
In terms of like trophies and that, yeah, they might not be Man United, but it's still Man United, bro.
You get it?
Cunha can join Man United now, and if he has a good season, we can talk about Cunha being one of the best players in the league because he's at Man United. Not because he's at bro. They don't talk about Cunha being one of the best players in the league
Like,
because
Cunha
he's
was
at
like,
Wolves.
Wolves are cheap.
Wolves are-
Let's
yeah.
say,
But it's the same with It's the same with all of them.
That's what I
though.
said to you, bro. Guys from Newcastle. If Bruno G, for
We will
example,
never talk about Tielemans, Morgan Rogers, flipping Watkins. You'll never talk about these
that's a
guys
good
being
one.
the top players in the league because they're at Villa.
If
If they were at Arsenal, it wouldn't even be a debate.
if
bro.
you're Morgan Rogers and Man United bid 60 M's for you, yeah, do you leave Aston Villa to go to Manchester United?
I
bro?
dare you to say yes.
And you have a starting role.
At
No,
Man
on a serious
United.
question. Then a serious question, isn't it?
Bro, like if he turned around and said he wants to leave, bro, I could understand it, bro.
To go to United.
Yes, I can understand it.
Is that a step down?
I wouldn't say it's a step down in terms.
It's a step down, man.
in
What
terms
the
of
hell?
in terms of the project,
Of course, it's a step down,
I don't think it's a
man.
step down.
Yeah,
Don't
but
think
he's
it's a
about to play
step down.
Champions League football. Come to the team that's 16th. You're saying it's not a step down. What the
I
hell?
don't think it's a step down.
United are a bigger club. United will always be United, but right now they haven't been United for a while. So these kind of moves, I don't know, innit?
Bro, you're never gonna win the Ballon d'Or at Villa. You win the Ballon d'Or at Man United though, but you won't win the if you're a player and your ambition is to play at the top, bro, and you're at Villa,
And they haven't been
you
to
are
the top.
leaving to join Man United.
Villa
bro.
are closer to the top than United.
Right now,
But
yes,
you
they
will-
are.
They will need to join Man United, bro.
At least he plays in the
Who has a
Champions
better
League.
project, Villa and Newcastle or Chelsea? Because I can guarantee you, if Chelsea bid 80 million for Bruno G at Newcastle, he's leaving to join
Nah,
Chelsea.
Chelsea are more attractive right now than
No,
United.
no, they're
They
not
are.
though.
They
Yeah,
are. though.
because
But
they
they're
get
more
champs,
attractive
yeah.
than United, yeah. But they're not. Their project is not better than Newcastle or Villa's, Chelsea. But they'll leave because at Chelsea you can become the best player in the league.
Nah,
Look
but
at Cole Palmer.
There's actually factors though. Chelsea, they'll give you bread.
Bread,
They'll
yeah.
give you London,
London.
and they actually have. I can see what
Forget
they're trying to do.
Forget the bread. If they offered you the same contract that you're getting at Newcastle, you are leaving because of the status Chelsea Football Club holds.
Yeah.
And it's the same with Man United.
Nah,
That is why
but
we still
also-
get
also-
big players joining Man United, bro, regardless of whether they finish 8th, 10th, 14th, 2nd, because Man United has a status, bro. They're the only club in England, I think, that has that status, bro.
Nah, definitely.
The only
but-
other two teams in the world that is
Right,
Barcelona
no,
and Real Madrid.
if someone left Newcastle to go to Chelsea, I would hear it.
I would hear it, yeah.
But if they was to go to Newcastle to United, I don't think I'll hear it.
Honestly.
I would hear it, bro.
Not
because
at all.
if you take that, if Cunha joins Man United and they go into the top 6 next
Nah, but we
season.
can't use Cunha because Wolves are ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so regardless, if Cunha joins and he takes them to the top 6, we'll talk about Cunha being a top 5 player in the Premier League.
Yeah, we'll talk about him. Yeah, he's coming from Wolves.
Harry
Our body
Kane-
that he's coming from
Nah,
Wolves.
Harry
that.
Kane would leave. Harry Kane, I genuinely feel if Man United bid 60 million or whatever Harry Kane's release clause is at Bayern, Harry Kane would consider moving to Man United, bro.
I'm not even entertaining
Because it's
this.
Manchester
I'm not-
United
No
Football
I'm,
Club.
I'm not
He'll be
entertaining this.
wasting his. That'll be messing up his career.
Kane is
If it was
not coming
between Man
to
U,
the
Villa,
16th best team in the
Newcastle,
league.
I promise you, he's putting Man United at the top of that list.
He's not come right now. As in
Yes.
this summer.
Yeah.
You're lying. He's not coming to the 16th best team in the league. No, thank
Newcastle
you.
bid, Newcastle, Villa, all bid, and Man United bid for Harry Kane. Harry Kane is going to choose to join Man United, bro.
God,
100%.
Over my dead body.
100%.
Out of them three.
Huh?
Out of them three, maybe, you know.
No, we're
But now-
16th. We're 16th. What do you
No,
mean?
no.
Right now, yes, we're 16th.
I don't
Why
believe
would he do
bro.
that?
I don't believe that, bro.
I don't know it.
I don't believe that.
I get
don't
obviously
know.
status, but nah. 2025. Let's actually lock it, man.
What about you, man? Plans for next season, Liverpool. Let's see if of interest. What do you think about Frimpong signing?
That's good, man. That guy's an athlete, though. Athlete.
Do you think? Well, and Verts as well. To be fair, Frimpong Verts, is that improvement or because Trent goes Verts and thing?
That's improvement.
That's intent.
That's
can't lie.
improvement.
That is intent.
And fam, for all those fans that were cooking our own and saying we don't spend money, well, there's no excuse. We're gonna get Kirkers as well. These men want to get Kirkers as well. So it's like, bro, they're fixing all the issues in one window. So yes, and now like, bro, I can't lie. Certain man is gonna get dark for him. Elliot might.
Yeah. Nah, but he is cutting. Where do you think he should go? Like a Fulham, back to Fulham or something?
You're taking it.
He wouldn't start for
Why is that taking a piss?
He's better than Fulham.
Is he?
Yeah,
I don't really get the Elliot stocks. I really don't get it. I feel like the idea of Elliot is better than actually Elliot, bro.
ESR,
Yeah.
ESR Arsenal's better than Elliot.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
But ESR is playing more. ESR was playing more. Elliot's not playing more. But
That's what I'm saying.
But that's not down to Elliot's ability. That's just due to the fact how good the midfield is. Arsenal's midfield at the time was not that good, so ESR was getting minutes. Then as soon as Arsenal midfield improved, he wasn't playing all of a sudden.
That's a fair point. But I genuinely
But
don't.
ESR's better than Elliot though.
Oh my god.
He is.
Well, we don't talk about ESR now anyway. So
Maybe not now, is it?
I think he is.
Wait, as of now.
I still have my ESR stocks.
Elliot could go and sign for
United.
No, he would never sign for United. Not from Liverpool.
He will start for you though.
He could play. He
He'll
could
start for
He
you.
could
though.
play. He could play. He could definitely play at Tottenham.
He would though.
Leave me
He could
alone.
definitely play at Tottenham.
Tottenham where?
Centre midfield, definitely.
Not better than Madders.
Lord of mercy.
He's not better than Maddison.
He's not better than Madders.
He's not better
I
than
don't rate
him.
Madders.
Nah, I mean, I'm not even the biggest Madders fan, but that's a buzz now,
He
He
man.
died, bro. If Elliot goes, he has to go like Newcastle, Fulham.
He doesn't play for them.
Newcastle.
No, he doesn't.
Wait, what's his best position?
That's the
Is
thing.
it 10 or right
That's
wing?
the thing. We don't know what his best position is. That's the problem.
Where did he play for you, man? 8.
He
10.
played 10 and he plays on the right for cover for Salah.
So he can't go to Newcastle then.
I think he might have to go abroad.
But he plays for Newcastle on the right.
Jacob Murphy.
Yeah, he can go to Newcastle.
Why? See how Jacob Murphy's been
Yeah,
playing?
but he's not gonna play that forever. Amaron.
See, now you're buzzing on Murphy. Imagine Murphy just had the best season of his career and now calling him Amaron.
Santiago Nunez.
But Amaron's moved like this before.
Yeah, Murphy's he's had a good season, innit? I'm not thinking about replacing
Nah,
Murphy.
you
after
don't
this
feel like
season
gonna
he just
replace
had.
Murphy. Murphy's time is coming. Don't you?
And they already got Barnes and Gordon as well. I don't think there's any pitch
Barnes,
yet there.
Harvey Barnes in 2025 days.
He found form. He found form. He was better than Gordon this season.
Come off it, man.
Yes.
Harvey Barnes is arse, bro. Come off
Cheers.
it.
Cheers.
Come off it.
He's not ours. This guy
Harvey
don't rate
Barnes is
anyone.
mid.
No, he's not ours.
What are you talking about?
This guy don't rate anyone.
Harvey Barnes is mid.
Don't rate anyone.
Harvey Barnes is mid, bro.
He's had a good season.
You better take the piss.
They're
bro.
not here by accident.
Man,
He's had a
I'm just
decent
giving-
season. He's had a better season than Anthony
Guys are giving
Gordon,
mid
bro.
guys saying they're good. They're just mid, bro.
He's good.
Why can't we just accept he's just mid?
Fairs.
He's actually mid. Harvey Barnes is not good.
He's made his
mid.
mind up already.
He's mid. He's actually mid, bro.
But anyway, back to Elliot. Other teams like
I don't get. I don't.
Brentford.
He go to Forest,
And stop. Where? He's not better than Gibbs White.
but he would give competition, and Gibbs White is going to leave
Gibbs
to
White
go
will
to
leave,
City.
be fair.
So he
That's a
could go
shame.
to Forest and start.
that'll be a good move still.
Yeah.
He
That
could go
would
to
be a
Forest
very
and
good move.
start.
That'll be a good
Play
move.
in Europe. Fair enough.
Curtis Jones is another guy I'm worried for still.
Why?
Wert's coming.
I think there's still place for a rotation, isn't it? Obviously, he'll probably be like fourth choice.
Sabozza.
That's a real person.
He's
you
on
should
the
be scared
bench.
for.
Nah, he'll be.
If Verts comes,
be fine.
Sabozza.
Because his best position, he even says, Sabozza said himself, his best position is 8.
And he's not better than Mac.
But he'll be the first player in
Yeah,
rotation.
right.
So that'll be him on the
Curtis Jones.
bench.
Four
Yeah, that's calm. That's why I'm worried about Curtis. Curtis is not going to play.
You're gonna need the squad though,
Yeah,
innit?
we are
Yeah.
going to need the squad. But certain man, it's just whether they want to are happy with the
Nunes,
squad role.
bye. Bye.
Nunes done for. Yeah, your guy. Forget the stock. Sell it now. It's
Learn
done.
Arabic, bro. Learn Arabic.
Learn Chinese, bro.
I still got hope for that guy still.
In where? In Saudi?
Nah, here.
For Al Hilal, bro.
I got hope still. I've seen the glimpse. I've seen it, bro.
We've all seen the glimpse, but
I've
the glimpse
seen
is
it.
faded now, bro.
Before we should sell Nunes, we should sell Jota 100%, bro.
We're still doing Jota
Nah,
Nunes
what's
beef.
this? What's going
We're
on?
still doing
100%.
Jota Nunes beef, bro.
What's going
They're both
on?
going. They're both not good enough.
100%.
So
Jota's
It's done.
actually meaty. Jota's actually a
He's better than Nunes.
he is better than Nunes.
He's better than Nunes.
Oh my god.
Promise you, he's not.
Yeah, it's Nunes. So
Fair
high.
enough.
Needy.
Honestly.
What does my team even need to go and do this summer? We need to
Oh.
do a lot.
You need a striker.
Where do you
You
start?
need a winger. You need a.
We say this
You
every
need
summer
another
though.
midfielder.
Yeah, we need a proper. We need, bro, that Rodrigo. I need that. Need that.
Can we get realistic though? Because
Why not?
They're gonna get Matoma.
Why would Rodrigo go from Real Madrid?
I love Matoma.
Because the fans are gonna be not. The fans are gonna be happy.
Yeah,
with
you're
that.
not gonna be happy. We want Liao. We want Rodrigo. We get Matoma.
Matoma's good though.
But like,
was it like a Trossard signing? If we get Matoma,
yeah,
is he better than Trossard when we bought Trossard?
Definitely.
No, is he?
He is definitely.
I don't think so.
Definitely.
Trossard
Definitely.
was one of the best players outside the top 6 when he moved to Arsenal, bro.
So is Matoma though.
Matoma's a top 3 left winger in the league, bro. At Brighton.
Yeah, because the standard is ass.
100%.
Gakker's.
Matoma's better than Gakkers.
Nah, Diaz is better than Gakkers as well.
Diaz is better than Gakker's.
The only 2 wingers I can say that are better than Matoma, in my personal opinion, is, well, Diaz is debatable. It's just Gordon.
I think Gakker's is better than both of them.
Gakkers are that bot. Like Denzel wasn't bot.
What's he on?
Bot.
Pro club.
Pro club. Yeah.
On
But
Gakker's.
Matoma would improve Arsenal. But fans need to start understanding, bro. Bro, I don't give a toss. Yeah, if he plays for Brighton, if he plays for Wolves, if he plays for Everton, if that guy is better than what we have, it's a good signing.
No, but like, is the gap? He doesn't. Does he close the gap between Arsenal and Liverpool? Not really.
Yeah, he
Oh,
will.
Matoma.
Matoma
Yeah, better than
doesn't.
Martin-
He definitely
He's
will.
He's better than Martinelli, but it doesn't change.
Martinelli-
Does he, how many points is that going to win you more next season? 3, 4 points maybe.
Yeah, it just means now
Nah,
that
he's good. You have threats from both sides. But give me Rodrigo. I don't want to hear Matoma. I don't need this. I need proper wingers.
Rodrigo, I can't.
Matoma's a bad boy winger. Don't get twisted. But Rodrigo, that is something. Just get the wages sorted, bro. I need that.
answer Matoma.
I need a striker as well. Jokeres or Sesko.
Who's your preference?
I've watched Sesko. I've watched Jokeres a bit. I watched him in Champ. I watched him a bit for sport, a tiny bit. But Sesko, when I watched him, he's a problem though.
Yeah,
but he just
he's
raw.
Yeah, he's too raw.
He's young as well.
And,
He
and
is
Arsenal,
raw.
and but it all depends on whether Arsenal are in a position of they're willing to wait, bro. And if he comes good in not this season, he signs the next season.
They're not in a position.
My
though.
only issue
but
is
that's the
but
thing,
Sesko's he's got feet though. His feet got more feet than Jokeres. But do you know what it is? I don't want one of them to come and they're not that much better than Havertz, because Havertz is a 15 goals a season striker.
Yeah.
And to get 50 goals is not even easy.
It's not. Yeah,
It's not easy. Like you can if you take time to, what did Nico Jackson get in his first
I
season?
think 14.
Like 14.
Yeah.
So they could easily come and do that, you know. And but that's not better than
It's
Havertz.
not. You need someone to come and get 20 goals. That's the standards, though. And I feel like you lot jam at not getting Watkins in January still. I feel like January 1st.
It wasn't our fault though.
No, because you lot waited until John Duran went to Saudi and then you wanted to have Ollie Watkins bid. I feel like that was a no-brainer. Experience, Premier
Nah,
League
but then if
proven.
we end up getting a Jokeres or Sesko now, that's better than.
But again, they're not. Again, we don't know. This is like
who's
we're
the man?
speculating. We don't know what we're gonna get from them. So it's like it's gonna be a gamble and hopefully it pays off, innit?
They Arteta penny pinching.
If they come in and they flop, Arteta might as well walk
Arsenal
out
are
of
a funny
Coney.
football club. They got no problem spending 60 mil on a DM. But when it comes to the forwards and that now they want a penny pinch.
How do you feel about Zubimendi though?
Needed still.
You think?
Yeah,
Because Partey's staying, so that's why I don't get it.
To cover that number, that certain number 41's his deficiencies on the
Oh
ball.
my
go.
god!
That's
Hey, that's
why.
what I want to say. Yeah,
Oh.
hey David, here man, yeah,
Talk to me.
here man. Rice is a DM.
Yeah,
What standard you call? So, like, there's different standards. Yeah,
yeah.
there's elite, there's very good, there's decent, there's mid, and there's whack.
I think he's a good 6.
That's what I said.
Why is
That's
he a
what
good
I
six?
said.
I think he's a good 6. He's
So
you know
so he's not great and he's not elite.
he's not
No,
great,
but he's
very
good.
good,
But he's not.
good,
He's not
yeah.
decent.
Yeah,
Man, them
I
call
said
them
he's-
decent
I said
or
he's
and
decent.
whack.
I said he's
They
decent.
call them decent.
I think he's good.
He's better than most sixes.
I said he's decent because most sixes today are either a destroyer or you're a
Yeah.
deep line playmaker.
Mhm.
Rice,
He's a mix of both.
He's a hybrid
Nah,
DM,
yeah.
bro.
he's not a deep line playmaker.
No, he's not. He's not. That's what he
He's
can't
not a
do.
deep line playmaker at all. He's a destroyer.
Mhm.
But my issue is that he's not playing for an Everton or a team where they don't have the ball. Arsenal have 60% possession in every game they play. So his primary role is not going to be a destroyer. It's going to help with the build-up. That's why Odegaard has to come back and do his job for him when he plays six.
That's not an
because
issue,
he
though.
can't. It is an issue.
That's not an issue. though.
It is an issue. That's the same reason why England always struggle when Rice plays in the six, because of his inability to pass, to build up from the back. They cannot play through the thirds.
Okay, let me know that it is an issue. However,
That's why Calvin Phillips has to play to hold his hand. When Partey plays with Rice, it unlocks Rice's ability as an 8. Then he can do the box-to-box
yeah,
thing.
no, I hear it.
Yeah.
But
He's an elite 8.
that's what my point. My point is, yeah. Okay, cool. Rice has he has issues in the six. What he's saying, receiving on the half turn and breaking lines. Yeah. However, his off the ball side of the game is so much better than a lot of sixes. Where that's why he's a good six.
Yeah,
Innit?
yeah.
And them other sixes that you'll call very good on the half turn, very good at passing, bro. Them man are not great.
Position,
at covering the back four, so it balances it out. That's my point, innit?
I agree. That's I feel like his off the ball.
I feel like his off the ball stuff doesn't matter. It doesn't. It's
Well,
not that.
He's one of the best. He's one of the best
I
in
don't
the
think
world off the ball.
there's not many guys off the ball in the
better
world of
than
football
Rice.
that are better than Rice.
Honestly.
But then so if it's that big, then he shouldn't be a good six. Then he should be a very good six. Then
Nah, because his on
Yeah,
what
because
you
the
said-
ball playing brings it down.
the difference
Yeah,
between
I
the
know.
two is so big.
I know.
So that's my point where I said he's not a good. He's a decent six. He's just okay.
But if you look at
he should be used there for cover. He could never be a starting
which he
six.
is, which
Yeah,
is
nah,
now.
fine. But he still, if he went to West Ham, if he went to all this team, he'll be like. If he went to
because
United,
because he'd be a destroyer.
if he went to United,
He'd be a destroyer. Yeah, he'd be a destroyer.
That's when he plays
because they
6-1.
don't build up from the back. He'd be a destroyer.
No, but for
if they
us-
were to change and start to play out from the back, he wouldn't. He would have to play 8 for them.
No, but exactly though. When Rice plays 6 for us,
You struggle.
but he is a destroyer though. He don't play. We don't make him.
And you struggle in build up.
They don't try.
That's
and
why
play
when
for
you
him.
played against PSG in the first leg when there was no party, you struggle in build up.
Yeah, that's
Because
his issue, isn't it?
Jorginho has to play to help Rice in build up.
Yeah, no, I hear
That's
it.
England's,
The team that we
that's
are.
England's problem, bro. That is why they don't want to play Rice, Bellingham, and flipping
Foden.
No,
and
do you know what-
Foden. They
do you know
can't
what-
do it.
I feel like this is a good way to describe it. Yeah, Rice as a 6 is a good 6. Yeah. However, we as Arsenal, for us to get playing a certain way, for us to be better, we need a better someone that could do certain things. So for Arsenal, for what we're trying to do, there's better 6s for us.
Yeah.
Because for example, Zubimendi out of possession might be way worse than Rice.
Yeah.
In a 6th position.
But what he offers you on the ball is way more than Rice.
Yeah. So for our style of play,
But that's my point.
Okay,
For all
fair.
the top teams in the world, they all play possession-based football. The only team that doesn't is Atletico Madrid.
And also when Real
And-
Madrid had
and-
Casemiro.
Yes. So all the other teams.
but Casemiro is better than Rice at receiving.
You think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was at Real Madrid. But he
think?
also,
Yeah.
but Casemiro's
Nah, I
one.
think he is.
Casemiro's
You
one
think?
is an exception.
I think so.
Casemiro's one is an exception though
But
because he
Rice
had
is not bad.
Modric and Cruz. He had
Don't
2
get
elite
twisted.
passes of the ball, so they could bypass him in
Don't
build
get
up.
twisted. Rice is not bad on the ball. His issue is the angles.
That's why
he
he's
doesn't
always-
understand angles.
yeah.
He's always
But
trying to
that's it.
dribble out, bro. He's trying as a 6. He's trying to get the ball and try and dribble his way out of trouble.
Even the way he receives
Is
body
that issue
shape.
though?
Yes, it is an issue.
Yeah, as a
because the
6.
ball moves way faster than you will.
Yeah. That's-
The top teams in Europe, all the top teams in Europe, unless you're like Inter, who kind of in Italy it's a bit different. But when you talk about Barca, Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man City, they all possession-based football, bro. So the 6 is very important because he has to be able to progress the ball very good and very quickly. Declan Rice can't do that. That is why for the elite clubs in the world, he will never play 6.
No,
he will play as an 8.
But you know the matter thing is, yo, I was the one before all of you, man, that said this guy's an 8, not a 6.
You did say that.
I said it though.
I said he was an 8 as well, bro. That's why we had guys like Calvin Phillips and that, who was a destroyer. He could break up play, but he could also build play. He's also a good progressive passer.
I think. Do you know what I think? Yeah, I think 6s is just what you want from them, innit?
Yeah.
But there's some 6s that are elite at everything. That's why Rodri's so good because he can do the receiving, he could do the destroying, and he could do the running. That's why he can just do everything. Or you can get like a Busquets who actually that's a buzz on Busquets.
Because
As a
Busquets
destroyer-
was good. Busquets wasn't a destroyer as so, but he was able to read
Tactically
space,
good,
tactically
read it,
smart.
very good on the ball. That's why he's a good 6. But there's other 6s in this world, yeah, who are actually whack at shielding their back 4, but because they're so good on the half turn, guys rate them way higher than they should do.
Name them. We
Let me
asked you to
think.
name them
I
yesterday,
said Douglas.
and you couldn't do
I said
it.
guys like Douglas Luiz.
We don't talk about Douglas Luiz now. We talk about Douglas Luiz. Talk about Alicia Laban more than we talk about Douglas Luiz, man. We don't talk about Douglas Luiz now. We don't talk about Douglas Luiz. Look at the guys he's naming. I said name him in current
Alicia
football right
Laban.
now.
Cool.
He's talking about
my.
Douglas
Let me give you
Luiz.
another example. You see someone like Lavia,
Yeah.
Lavia, for Lavia to improve, it will
Off
have to
the
be
ball.
his tactical side of the game. But because he's so amazing on the ball, guys don't really
Guys
deep
brush
that
it, we don't
he's
take
a
it.
bit. He needs to have improvements there.
Yeah.
I feel like once he does improve in that, he'll be elite. But that's what he needs to improve on.
Of course.
That's why guys are too obsessed with
On the ball.
on the turn, all of that.
No, because that's how. Because
And another thing that helps him is because he has Caicedo, who's so amazing off the ball. That's why it kind of, and that's what I'm saying. Guys like Jorginho help out Rice, same way guys like Caicedo will help out Alavia. What's the issue with that?
No, my issue is just that Rice as a 6, because you said Rice is a good 6. I don't think he's a good 6. I think he's just mid.
How
think
can he not
he's
be a
decent.
good 6?
He's just he's an elite 8 and he's just a mid 6. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think he's a good 6. But man, someone wasn't even calling him an elite 8 though.
He is
That's
an
the
elite
mad
8.
thing.
He is an elite 8.
Someone wasn't even calling him an elite 8.
He is an elite 8. He's 100%
he's a
an
very
elite
good
8.
eight.
Because man was saying the final third, he's not great.
No, he is now.
He's
He is.
Not great.
He's not great, but he's getting there.
He's not great in the final
He
third.
does everything. He does both sides of the ball really well. He attacks the box. He might not score the amount of goals Bellingham scores in that, but that's because he doesn't pick up those positions. But that's because he has another 8 who plays further forward, like Odegaard, for example.
Actually, to be fair, I feel like Rice is elite for other reasons. Not you don't have to be. Do you know? There's no like right or wrong way in football. You could be the type of player Rice is very different to how a lot of players are. Fam, he's not like a Pedri that will keep the ball, dribble.
I just think Rice is just he's an elite 8, but he's a good 6, bro. Arsenal struggle.
That's what I said, good
He's
6.
not good 6, like just mid. He's mid. Arsenal
This
struggle.
one's
Arsenal
the way
struggle
right.
when he's not there. That's all I'm saying.
But
innit?
Zubimendi, good signing.
Yes.
Yes. Because Partey does nonsense. I watched the comp.
On Partey.
No. I watched the comp the other day of times he costed us the game. Bro, do you know how many times in the comp there were? And bro, I didn't keep it, bro. You know, it's mad. You know, against United. Was it United? No, Villa. I think
The one that you
the one when we drew.
Yeah.
It was his fault. PSG, his fault. There was another game
What did he do for PSG?
I told you.
against PSG. Did he not? Hakimi. Did he tried spin out on the first time?
I told you.
What?
Liverpool even losing.
And you know,
Even losing. We're drunk, bro. Fact.
Drunk Liverpool.
Drunk Liverpool. This is my favorite type of Liverpool. But we don't care, bro. We're going to the parade
Smiler.
tomorrow, so we don't care.
fair enough.
Yeah, that
don't
one
care.
just decreases the point so that in 10 years' time when they
Yeah,
look back on this,
and be like,
Liverpool Tottenham, they'll be like, oh, they weren't even that good, you know. That's what they do with the Invincibles. Oh, they drew, but these times the title was wrapped up.
Title was
fam.
wrapped up, bro. That's why I have these dumb Arsenal fans say, Liverpool's
Points tally.
ceiling is
Yeah.
Arsenal's floor. I'm like, it doesn't work like that, bro. What are you talking about?
Ridiculous.
You think if we had the league still to play for, we'd be losing all these games?
Yeah.
My friend,
They would have cracked
Please,
90
man.
points easy.
please,
Easy.
please.
Same way, if we were pushing you further, do you think you'll be as comfortable in that period?
What do you mean?
Like, say we fell off so early.
Yeah.
So say we were still getting those points. Do you think you man would have still picked up the amount of wins?
100% we were.
Yeah.
You think that they would have?
100%, bro.
That was just basically.
Salah decided to take a day off. They've all taken a day
Yeah,
off,
they've
bro.
all.
They don't
They've
care.
all.
Oh, he might not even break that record. Yes.
He's not.
He's
It's
not
done.
breaking it. There's some judge on that record.
There's
Honestly,
Judge on that
something.
record.
When guys get close,
He had 15 in December. Mad.
There's judge.
Salah, he had 15 assists in December.
I told you, he's playing with bozos, bro. Diaz.
Or like January.
Diaz a fun.
that's the best left wing in the league, no?
He's going Barcelona apparently.
Yeah, they want him.
Can you imagine? That's what we need to talk about Rashford
What?
as well. You know,
Why?
Barcelona. Deco came out and said we really like Rashford and Diaz.
Diaz.
So Rashford is gonna scam his. That you know something that must mean they don't rate Rafinha. That must
Nah.
mean they low key
I
don't rate.
I think it's a depth thing. I think it's a versatile, striker / left wing.
'Cause they
Or
use
like
Ferran.
Lewandowski's
Shot,
old, yeah.
baby shot.
Let's talk about his boy as well.
Who?
Phil Foden, number 47.
Oh, we do need
How
to
he's
talk
not in the
about him.
England squad.
You see that's mad how we go episode after episode without talking about him. Guys' names always get mentioned. Odegaard's name always gets mentioned. Bruno's name always gets mentioned. The same name,
Phil
Bruno
Foden
Odegaard.
and Jack Grealish. We need to talk about those two. We need to talk about those two.
we
And
have
we'll
a
leave that to
discussion.
him.
We can have a
I
discussion.
want to hear what he has to say.
Jack Grealish, his Man City career is
Bow
over,
wow, leave it to you,
he
Bow
can't-
wow.
he can't.
Bow wow.
Bow
This
wow.
was even Omarion. Forget Bow wow. This is Omarion.
Are you lot done?
Icebox. Look at him. Icebox.
Are you lot done?
Omarion.
Chimonda.
Are you lot done? Chimwanda.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous, yeah.
Leave it to you.
Welcome to Atlanta.
Oh my days.
Yeah, Chai.
Oh, my
Flipping
days.
Cassidy. Look at him.
Nah,
Cassidy.
Anyone knows?
Oh my God.
Are you lot done? Are you lot done?
Cameron Jerome.
Oh my god. Oh, can I talk now?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Jack
sir.
Grealish,
Chai.
yeah, his Man City career is over. Unfortunately, the last 2 seasons he can't stay fit. So, and he's been displaced by Doku Savino. So yeah, his place in the team is done.
Where would he go? What
I don't
team?
know where he
Tottenham.
go. You know,
That's
Back
the
to
best
Villa then?
Tottenham. No,
I don't think they'll take him back.
Tottenham, bro.
Does he start
That
for
is
Tottenham?
screams
Son.
Tottenham. Yeah, left wing, Grealish. Screams Tottenham.
But Son will be there though.
Ange would love him.
But
But
he
Son's
can't
going to get
start.
phased out. Son is gonna get phased out,
Well, he could go
bro.
and play. Actually, can't even play 10 because I'm mad.
Son is gonna get phased out. Grealish,
better than Maddison.
Ange would love him.
in the 10. In the 10. No, he's not.
better than Maddison in the 10.
You man don't rate Maddison.
He's better than Maddison in the 10,
I
100%.
haven't seen Grealish.
He hasn't
play
played there in
10
10 for 5 years.
in God knows long.
I think Grealish, yeah, he's always been.
So where would he go then? Newcastle.
the way they play.
Grealish and Foden. Grealish might be the biggest Premier League flop ever.
Oh, stop it, man. He has a treble. You're talking about the biggest flop ever. What are you saying? Stop it, man.
He played in the UCL campaign, innit?
Yeah, he had a bro. He was one of their better players, bro. When they won the treble.
Let me ask you this: is Grealish a bigger flop than Pogba? Because he is.
How?
He actually is.
How?
Let me ask you because he is.
Bro,
He
how?
actually is.
How is he a bigger flop than
Grealish is, you
Pogba?
know.
Why?
You know what?
He's a treble winner.
Man, I'm not deep in this, bro. You know, FA Cup final. What do you mean your team is losing 1-0? You need a goal, and you have £100 million forward on the bench, and he can't get on the pitch,
And he brought
bro.
the Argentine baby right-footed Messi.
What do you mean? We talk about Nunez and all these guys being flopped.
No,
bro.
but now he's whack. Now he's not whack, but now he's
Yeah, now we know that he's done.
When they won the treble.
When they won the treble, he was one of their best
we talk about
players.
Rice. We talk about
That was
Caicedo.
treble. Last season.
2 seasons ago.
We talk about Rice. We talk about Caicedo. Those are £100 million players. Grealish has not done half of what those men have done.
Yeah, in terms of.
So and for the money he cost, Grealish is a top 3 Premier League flop of all time, bro.
No,
Yo.
bro, Jeremie, you're saying anything, bro. Man, like Anthony have been bought for £80 million, and you're saying top 3.
He's not 100 million though. Not 100 million.
There's been
though.
like 400 million pound players.
It's true,
Man
like
City played
Enzo,
Caicedo,
Rice.
Enzo has done more than Grealish.
Has he? How? How can you say that? In the last 2.5 years, what has he done for Chelsea that equates to what Grealish done for Man City?
Man are saying because he won a treble excuses the fact that he's not a flop.
That's something compared to Enzo, who's done nothing for them.
No, I'm not.
In the cup final, when Enzo's playing against a Liverpool team with kids and he's losing,
I'm not having.
Why is Grealish a flop and Enzo's not?
What would you call Enzo's? What would you call his
He's
time?
more of a flop than Grealish. What the hell?
Impossible.
No, I mean, what would you call Grealish's time? What would you call
Grealish
I
can't
think-
get more than a 5 out of 10 at Man City.
Man said more than a 5.
He
Why
can't,
not?
bro.
Why
What
not?
do you mean?
There's been 2 teams that's won the treble all time. Grealish was in one of them. I'm confused. How was
What
that?
would you rate him?
How's
So
that a
because
5?
Wes Brown was
I'd
in,
give it.
so
I'd
because
give
Wes
it.
Brown was in the Man United team that won the treble.
Wes
does that mean-
Brown. See, you're saying, man, Grealish played every single game, bro. Grealish was on the left wing every single game when they won treble. You're saying Wes Brown, who was in and out the team.
Bro, Grealish is a top 5 Premier League flop of all time.
Oh my god.
100 million great
I would
British
give
pounds.
it like a 6.5.
That's a West Brown.
It could have been
You
better.
know he has 14 goals in 92 appearances for Man City.
Lord, he's never been a goal scorer. He's never before he came there.
But
He
his
scored like,
numbers at Villa weren't like that.
yes, it was. Go
No,
check
it
his
wasn't,
goals
bro.
before Villa. He never scored more than 10 goals in the league
Should we
season.
check it? Check
I
his
don't think he
numbers
scored
right
more
now
than
at
8
Villa.
goals in the league
Check
season.
Grealish's numbers. Check it at Villa right
He
now.
never scored goals like that at Villa. So someone saying, "Oh, he didn't get many GA." He's
We
never
were
really
talking
got
about Raheem
GA.
Sterling and City, bro. Grealish
Sterling's
is
better. Yeah, I know that.
His most was 8.
8 in the league season. He never scored goals like that. So, Grealish is not scoring goals. He hasn't scored in the year. He never really scored goals.
I agree with both of you, man. Grealish, his time can't be that great.
Yeah, it's not. It's
can't-
not that
he
great. It's not
just
that
because
great.
he
What rating did you say?
I give it like a 6.5. Because you won an English treble.
That is
And
crazy.
Yeah,
you were
6 out
not
of 10.
going to.
6 out of
We're
10
not.
is calm.
What do you mean an English? Do you know what an
6 out of 10
English
is
treble
calm.
is?
He can't get above a 5 for me, bro. No way.
So what about Enzo
Enzo,
Fernandez?
he's still at Chelsea, and he's playing.
Yeah, right
week
now
in,
so
week
far,
out.
these 2.5 years of Enzo. Rate that right now.
Bro, it's like a 6 out of 10.
Oh lord, it's
He's
better than
still
Grealish.
playing.
LMG.
He's still playing. Grealish is not playing. What do you mean they bought him for two years ago? They bought him 2 years ago, and he's not.
4 years ago.
So he's been at City for how long? 4
4
years
years,
since
bro.
2021. Yeah, he's 4 years in. Yeah, and he's still not playing, bro. He's supposed to be in the prime of his career, and he's not playing.
Injuries, fitness, like I think off the pitch as well.
Grealish is, bro. Whether you like it or not, Grealish is a £100 million flop.
Wait, 6 out of 10? You say 6.5?
6.5, yeah. Because
That's
you won an
even
English treble.
generous.
That's
That's
not
even
generous. You won an
generous.
English treble. I'm not gonna dispute that. You won an English
What
treble,
would you
bro.
rate like Trossard at Arsenal?
Trossard has done more at Arsenal than
Arsenal
Grealish
than
has.
Has he?
Yeah, oh my god, of
Are
course
you?
he has.
I'm not being funny. Did
No,
you
no,
not
no,
watch
not
Man
done
City
more.
2 years? Did you watch them 2 years
Okay,
ago?
wait.
Like
I
you
don't
mean
think
like you didn't watch them, bro. I'm very confused.
Not that he's done more.
He has 3 medals and he has a treble. I'm very
Trossard was a
confused.
better signing though.
Why?
His more contributions for Arsenal than Grealish.
He didn't contribute more to your success now than Grealish did to their treble.
Yeah, but that was technical
So
because
then
they won time. We never.
Exactly. So what are we doing right now? What are we actually
Trossard
doing?
was actually a better player for Arsenal than Grealish has been.
I'm not having- I'm not
You
having-
lot are taking the piss now, man.
Grealish, okay.
Bro, imagine a guy
started.
started every game for you lot and you lot won the treble. You lot are trying to say a guy that would just score goals at another team is a better signing. You know would look,
I
you
don't
know
even know
you know
why-
would build a statue
actually-
of Rice if you don't want a treble with Rice, bro.
I don't
You would
even
say
know why-
Rice is
I
this,
don't know
Rice
why
is
I
that.
brought up Pogba because they're both ass and more ass, so it doesn't matter. Regardless, the truth of the matter is, Grealish is £100 million flop. Whether you like it or not, he's £100 million flop.
Flop.
He is.
I have a tough time with that word, innit? But yeah. Let's talk about 47.
I don't know
then.
about flop.
Flop is a drag. That's not a flop. Anthony is a flop. That's a flop. Jadon Sancho is a flop. Grealish isn't a flop. You can't win everything there is to win in this country and be a flop when you're playing every week.
Grealish a flop, bro.
Anyway.
Grealish a flop.
You could
We
pick
were
it.
to when Grealish signed for Man City, we were going to talk about him as being he was supposed to be hands down the best left winger in the league. True or not?
Yeah, he's meant to be one of
And since his time at Man City, has he ever been the best winger in the league? The best left winger in the league?
No, but
he hasn't.
But Mane was here when he first went there. Flipping Son's still been here and been half decent. Like
He's still not best. And the left winger market has gotten worse every year, by the way. And he's still not. We don't even talk about Grealish being a top 3 left winger in the league.
Yeah.
Grealish has never been a top 3 left winger in the
that's
league.
a lie. No, when they won the treble, he was a top 3 left winger.
Was he a
That's
top
lie.
winger?
Yes, he
Was he
top.
better than Rashford? Because that was the year Rashford scored 30 goals, by the way.
Grealish was playing at a high level than Rashford that year.
Oh
despite
my
the
God.
goals. Despite the
Has
goals.
Grealish been a top?
Grealish
3
has
left
never
winger
been
in
a
the
top
league?
3 left winger
Yes,
in the
yes.
Premier League
When they
since
won
he
the
joined Man
treble,
City.
when they won the treble, you cannot give me 3 left wingers
Okay, that one
better
season.
than him.
Well, excuse-
Yeah,
fine. We'll give that one season, but that's 1 out of 4, by the way.
Yeah.
That's 1 out of 4.
Yeah, which hasn't been
for
great,
a
which
£100
I
million
agree.
player. 1 out of 4.
I heard that. I heard that.
Yeah, which
One
I
out
agree.
of
It hasn't been
four.
great. Hence why for me, it's bang in the middle. Because when you have one insane season and then 3
It
million
wasn't
ones,
insane.
It was good. It was a good
It was
season.
insane.
guys weren't there.
He's gonna
Guys
talk
weren't
about
there.
insane like he's not been better than
Guys weren't
Mane.
there.
Hasn't been better than Mane. Any of those guys.
Yeah, but Mane's an all-timer. Like that's. I'm
Grealish is
confused.
supposed to be an all-timer.
No,
For
he's
100 million
not. He went to Man City at 25 years old. That's not all-timer trajectory. Like
The 100 M's.
For 100 M's, that's
Bro,
a
he
statement
wasn't-
signing. That is a.
Grealish
you
was
don't
never gonna be an
you don't-
all-timer.
You don't sign players for £100 million. Yeah, you sign those guys to elevate your team, bro. That's what you signed them for.
And he did. They won a treble.
Lord of
They
mercy.
never won the Champions League before Grealish.
And he hasn't. And since he had done that treble, he hasn't done a thing.
Which
since.
I agree with, and that's why it's,
So that's
it's
why
right
he
in the
cannot
middle.
get more
Do you
than a
think
5
the
out
reason
of
why
10.
they won that treble was a big reason because of having Grealish in
I
their
think
team?
he had a massive part to play. There's a reason why with Sterling before, even when hitting all that GA in league and
I
Champions
think
League.
because of Haaland, man.
Of course, it's because of Haaland.
Of course, Haaland. Of course,
What do you mean?
Haaland was the
Striker
difference.
scored almost 50
Of
goals.
course,
What
Haaland
are
was
you
the
talking
difference.
about?
Of course, Haaland was the difference. But
They
if
would
you-
have won the treble if Savio was playing left wing there
Alright,
anyway.
Savio.
Of course, if
Savio,
you don't think if
Savio.
Doku was there,
Doku.
they would have won the league before then.
Doku.
Talk about Grealish. Because he's a mate and he buys us pints and that and that.
Doku.
Talk about Grealish. He's a £100 million flop, bro.
Can we talk about 47 now, please?
That's
Oh,
another
Yeah. Talk about 47.
machine
I'm
gun
very,
jammed.
very, very scared for Foden.
Yeah, his gun jammed.
Only because
His
I
gun
feel
jammed
like
and exploded in his hands.
With
That's why I think with
Marmouche.
Foden. His gun jammed and it exploded in his
I'm
hands.
gonna let him go off in it. Is there anything else?
His gun jammed and exploded in his
exploded,
hands.
yeah.
To the point where now we're seeing live. Oh, big A.
You say it exploded. That's it.
Bro, his gun jammed and exploded in his hands. His gun jammed and exploded in his
How
hands.
many times?
He's got all the residue on his hands.
Yeah.
But big up Tuchel for not picking my man as well, you know. Big up Tuchel for not picking
Apparently that was personal, but no, of course he would, bro. He would have been.
Because if it was Southgate, on my life, Foden is getting
I think even Tuchel Pickens.
yeah,
this current Foden right now is not going into this England team. If he continues like this, he can kiss that tournament next summer. Goodbye.
Bowen's better than him right now.
I'm not talking. I don't want to come. I don't want to talk about this anymore.
No,
I don't wanna talk about this anymore.
Right this
What do you mean
season.
Bowen
His
is
head is
better
still
than
at recess land. Just
Bowen's had a
his head is
better.
at
Okay, you
recess
can say
land.
Bowen's had a better season than him, but like he's not better than Foden. Like, what
Nah,
are
he's
you
not
doing?
better than him.
Why?
innit?
Anyways, continue. Why are you worried for Foden? Why are you worried for number 47?
I feel like Pep no longer trusts him, especially that as a 10. We saw him last season be the PFA Player of the Year playing 10, but he's kind of lost that crown because he's not as creative as he should be. Like when I watch him, even like he's just a sharpshooter. He half turns, he shoots 90% of the time. Like he's not what
He's
Gibbs White
actually
is
immune from criticism.
creatively. He's not what De Bruyne is, and he's looking for De Bruyne replacement. Gibbs White is closer to De Bruyne replacement than Foden. So I feel like Pep no longer
Man,
trusts
I'm
him
not
still.
talking about Foden. That FA Cup final cameo where he came on
Right wing.
right wing. Man gets the ball. Man passes it back to Akanji. Passes it back to the fullback.
He's not a winger
He
though.
keeps passing it back.
Yeah.
No,
Rating
bro.
season out of 10.
4.
3-4. Yeah.
But
What
Brand's-
about Odegaard?
5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Both of them cannot score higher than a 5. Both of them generally cannot score higher than a 5.
Foden's been
It's
ass.
been terrible. It's
What do
been
you think
a
about
bad
that England squad though?
listen. But this is my thing with football. It changes quickly. Chalobah is in the England squad. This is a guy that at the start of the season, they were trying to push him out of the club, bro. Now he's a regular. He starts for Chelsea week in, week out, and now he's an England international. Football changes quickly. That's the right reaction you should have. Not Garnacho throwing your toys at the pram. That's the right reaction you should have. I'm not playing, say nothing. Let me show this manager, bro. Man is actually good enough, bro. Let me show my man. He went on loan to Palace, done his thing. Chelsea recalled him, and he's starting week in, week out. And it was one of the first things on the team for Chelsea, bro. Now he got into the England side. That's how it should be. But Garnacho, on the other hand, throws his toys at the pram, bro. No Maguire. He didn't get picked for England either. I think this is the first time I've seen an England squad with no Man United players. Not one. There isn't. No Mainu. Mainu didn't get picked either.
Oh, so what?
He's not been playing.
Jones is ahead of
Water never got picked out there.
Water's not
No.
there.
Why is Water not there?
He said because there's an under 21 Euros, but I think that's BS. I don't think he's ready. Well, Tuchel doesn't think he's ready.
Water's been balling out, man.
No Maguire. We've moved on. We
But
finally
why is
moved
Henderson
on.
still in the squad? Can
I
we
like-
Experience.
Oh,
my
Experience.
on this
Experience.
man. Like these men are not flipping. Like Jude Bellingham hasn't played over 100
Experience
senior
still.
games. Like all these
It's the
players
same
haven't played
reason why
over
Carl
200.
Walker's in the England squad. Same reason why he's there.
Another reason,
Experience.
another person that shouldn't be there.
Walker's better
Man
than
them, man
Walker is
them
better
thinks-
than Henderson.
Man them think we can carry. Man them want to carry. Yeah. Man them want to carry a pistol to a war. Man them are trying to carry a pistol. Yeah. England squad want to carry a pistol to a war. We're gonna go to the World Cup next season with a pistol. We're gonna face teams that have AK-47 and machine guns.
But Henderson's not
We're
gonna play
go with
anyway.
a pistol because we think we can just rock up with the young G's, bro.
But Henderson's not playing
France can
anyway.
do that.
Spain just
They
did
still
that.
carry experience, bro.
Spain just did that. They rocked up
Griezmann
with
will
two
go.
young G's left wing,
Griezmann
right
will
wing.
go to the tournament next summer.
That man's
No, he
still
won't.
good, though.
He will.
Why? No, he's not.
Experience, 100% he will.
Griezmann's not going to the World Cup next year.
You will
No, he
see.
isn't.
You will see.
No, he
Kante will
isn't.
go. Experience, of course they will.
Kante can still go, yeah.
But they're all better than Hendo.
Wait, what are we doing? Like, Hendo.
It's all relative, bro. England want us to carry a midfield of Wharton, Jones, flipping Foden.
No, but like
all these guys.
No, but our midfield would be, let's say, hypothetically speaking, our midfield would be Jude, Rice, and potentially Wharton. That's way more. There's more than enough experience to win a tournament.
That's fine, but you still need characters around them still.
Oh.
Because when the going gets
Carry
tough,
on, Wharton, mate. Carry on,
It's
Adam,
true.
mate. Well done. Declan, keep going.
When England got to the final, when we were getting to the finals of the Euros and that, yeah, if you look at our squad, there were still guys in there that are leaders in that and still, because even though they're not playing, they still offer that invaluable leadership.
So you want cheerleaders?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Omi.
Yeah,
LMG.
yeah, Omi.
Omi.
That's you. Omi. That's you. Omi. That's you. That's you. You even look like him, bro. You even look like him. Omi. Oh, I think that I found myself a cheerleader. That's him. You even look like him. You even look like him.
I did that side by side right now. I swear to God.
You even look like him.
Hey.
You even look
Oh,
like him.
man. Wow.
But we need cheerleaders, bro. England should get a few cheerleaders and that. So because when we start getting panned in, or when we start playing Denmark, and all of a sudden we start drawing 1-1 and that, you'll see how now they'll start criticizing all those young players, and the confidence will disappear. That's what happened to Declan Rice in the last tournament, is it not? Yeah. When he had that stinker against Denmark and the whole country was cooking him, he had to come out and make an interview and say, "Oh, yeah, I don't know why the country's not getting behind us. Like, the country really needs to get behind us, bro." You can tell he was rattled by that. You need guys around him to surround him and say, "Listen, don't worry about that. Don't worry about the noise. You'll be fine."
I'm interested to see how Tuchel deploys Eze, Gibbs, White, Rogers. There's so much talent in that area as a 10 left wing. So
certain forwards are going to miss out next year, and it's going to get dark.
yeah, it's going to be very
dark.
difficult.
There's going to be I don't know, innit?
But you know, I can say 100% Saka's there if he's fit.
Of
course he is.
He's
But that's got to that level. Remember when it was?
yeah.
Can Foden say that?
No.
I think Foden's a shoe.
No. Foden's not
I
shooing.
think he's a shoe.
For what?
You can't not take Foden to a major tournament. You can't leave that talent at home. Mm-mm.
If he's
Wait,
not
is he more
performing,
No other
of a
country would
shoo-in
do
than Cole Palmer?
no.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah.
No.
why not?
For what he's achieved for England, Cole Palmer's a shoe-in.
I don't know.
Yes.
Because I feel anyway. For me, the hierarchy, especially for like as a 10, obviously Jude has it now. Then for me, it's
Foden is not a shoe-in. Foden has had opportunities for England. You played him 10, he hasn't performed. You played him right wing, hasn't performed. Played him left wing, hasn't performed. He's not shoe-in. That's why he's not even a starter. He's not even a starter for England. You would bring on Cole Palmer before you bring on Phil Foden.
I think is that Ep though?
slightly.
Yeah,
I think so. I can't remember.
I can't remember. But it's been a good episode.
Mhm.
UTL.
We're warm.
Man, them are just onto Foden.
We're on to Foden and Grealish.
And
Guys, we'll put a poll in there. Let me
my
know
boys
if you
will be
think
back.
Grealish is the biggest £100 million flop.
Rate Grealish's City career.
Yeah, rate
Out of 10.
Grealish's City career out of 10. You're gonna see 4s. We're gonna see hella 4s. Guy said 6.5. You know, should slap him. Should take this
Rate
mic and
Grealish, I
slap
rate
him.
Pogba's as well. I want to see something. I'm trying to see something.
I rate Pepe's. Might as well rate all of them. Flip it all.
Let's
And
view-
Anthony.
Anthony.
Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. That's UTL.
Love.
Love.